Thank you for tuning in to the Press Box. Go ahead and do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe, and then hit the little bell icon so you know when I'm dropping my videos. Okay, how was that, y'all? I'm working on my little intro and my consistency. Anyway, I'm gonna figure it out. But this video right here, in the comment section, because I want y'all to leave comments. But in the comment section of one of my videos, somebody made reference to the books. And they said, you should talk about some of your books and whatnot. So I want to take a few minutes to go over one of the books that I have here. And the title of this book is Stupid White Men by Michael Moore. Everybody familiar with Fahrenheit 9/11, when that came out about the planes crashing in, the white guy, kind of fat white dude who had that movie Fahrenheit 9/11, where he is the author of this book, again, titled Stupid White Men. And what I want to talk about is a lot of people don't understand why on the news, on social media, we always see Black Death. They always show the police killing us. They always show us getting choked out, getting stomped out, getting shot. They always figure out a way to show the black lady in the kitchen getting shot in the face. They show the big 300-pound black guy getting choked out without a fight. They show the Floyd, in Minnesota from Houston, Big Floyd, they got tapped out by the police, that didn't really fight back to try to save his own life. So they always manage to show us Black Death at the hands of white people. Somebody get on the bus, they get choked out to death, and we always see the Trayvons, but we never see white death. They never show white people getting killed in the same fashion they show black people. The reason why is psychological warfare, y'all. Plain and simple, psychological warfare. By them showing us getting shot, choked out by police, by white people, is no different than 60, 70, 80, 100 years ago. They all gathering in town and they doing a public lynching in town with somebody black. They putting them on the tree, they burning them on the tree, they cutting off their body parts in front of everybody in town, white and black. Psychological warfare. There are putting inside of black people that we are still helpless to authority, to the police, or to just white people in general. And to white people, it gives them the idea that they are superior in strength, power, and they have somewhat of a protection as far as the authority figures. So again, this is psychological warfare. I can remember when the Trayvon Martin deal happened. It was so many black people, especially when George Zimmerman got free, when he was innocent or whatever. So many black women were sick. They were physically sick because of the psychological effect that it had on them, that this little black boy was killed defenseless and just murdered by George Zimmerman. It made black people sick, which again, psychologically, it damages us. It continues to add to the trauma that we already going through, the PTSD that we already have. So why don't we ever see white people facing the same death on social media or on the news? They scrub the internet of any white death. Well, Michael Moore writes about it. So just bear with me as I read a little bit of this right here. And yet, when I turn on the news each night, what do I see again and again? Black men alleged to be killing, raping, mugging, stabbing, gangbanging, looting, rioting, selling drugs, pimping, whoring, having too many babies, dropping babies from tenement windows, fatherless, motherless, godless, penniless. The suspect is described as a black male. The suspect is described as a black male. The suspect is described as a black male. No matter what city I'm in, the news is always the same. The suspect, always the same unidentified black male. I'm in Atlanta tonight, and I swear the police sketch of the black male suspect on TV looks just like the black male suspect I saw on the news last night in Denver and the night before in LA. In every sketch, he's frowning, he's menacing, and he's wearing the same knit cap. Is it possible that that's the same black guy committing every crime in America? I believe we've come so used to this image of black male as a predator that we are forever ruined by this brainwashing. In my first film, Roger and Me, a white woman on Social Security clubs a bunny rabbit to death so that she can sell him as meat instead of as a pet. I wish I had a nickel for every time in the last 10 years someone has come up to me and told me how horrified and shocked they were when they saw that poor little cute bunny bonked on the head. That scene, they said, made them physically sick. Some had to turn away or leave the theater. Many wondered why I would include such a scene. The Motion Picture Association gave Roger and Me an R rating in response to that rabbit killing, which compelled 60 Minutes to do a short story on the stupidity of the rating system. Teachers write me and say they have to edit that part out of the film so they don't get in trouble for showing my movie to their students. Check this out, y'all. But less than 2 minutes after the bunny lady does her deed, I included footage of a scene in which the police in Flint opened fire and shot a black man who was wearing a Superman cape and holding a plastic toy gun. Not once, not ever has anyone said to me, I can't believe you showed a black man being shot in your movie. How horrible, how disgusting. I couldn't sleep for weeks. After all, he was just a black man, not a cute, cuddly bunny. There is no outrage at showing a black man being shot on camera, at least of all from the MPAA ratings board, who saw absolutely nothing wrong with that scene. So as you can see, hold on, make sure I say this right. The Motion Picture Association gave the movie a rated R because of the lady hitting the rabbit over the head. But like they said, they saw absolutely nothing wrong with the scene of the black man being shot. Why? Because a black man being shot is no longer shocking. It's just the opposite. It's normal. It's natural. We've become so accustomed to seeing black men killed in the movies and on the evening news that we now just accept it as standard operating procedure. No big deal, just another black guy, just another dead black guy. That's what blacks do, kill and die, ho-hum, pass the butter. It's odds that despite the fact that most crimes are committed by whites, black faces are usually attached to what we think of as crime. Ask any white person who they fear might break into their home or harm them on the street, and if they're honest, they'll admit that the person they have in mind doesn't look much like them. The imaginary criminal in their heads looks like Mookie, Hakeem, or Kareem, not little freckle-faced Jimmy. How does the brain process a fear like this when everything in it sees the opposite? Are white people's brains hardwired to see one thing but believe the opposite because of race? If that's the case, then do all white people suffer from some shared low-grade mental illness? If every time the sun was out and it was nice and bright and clear, but your brain told you to stay inside because it definitely looked like a storm was brewing, well, we might encourage you to seek some professional help. Or white people who see black boogeymen around every corner any different? Obviously, no matter how many times their fellow whites make it clear that the white man is the one to fear, it simply fails to register. Every time you turn on the TV to the news of another school shooting, it's always the white kid who's conducting the massacre. Every time they catch a serial killer, it's a crazy white guy. Every time a terrorist blows up a federal building or a madman gets 400 people to drink Kool-Aid, or a Beach Boys songwriter casts a spell causing half a dozen nymphites to murder all the piggies in the Hollywood Hills, all you know is it's a member of the white race up to its old tricks. So why don't we run like hell when we see Whitey coming toward us? Why don't we ever greet the Caucasian job applicant with G? I'm sorry, there aren't any positions available right now. Why aren't we worried sick about our daughters marrying white guys? Again, I just want to tell y'all why, again, we never see white death on the screen, and it's because of white fragility. It's because like the book, like Michael Moore, the white man that wrote Stupid White Men, he says just the idea of white people seeing somebody kill a bunny rabbit sent them to rate them rush out of the movie. It made them physically sick seeing that. So they are so fragile in the mind that something done to an animal harms them, but something that happens to somebody black, they have no effects. They have no remorse. They don't feel any pain. They don't feel any mental anguish or anything about it. So if white people feel the mental anguish and the inability to focus because of what happens to an animal, what do you think happens every time us black people see somebody on our news, see somebody on social media every 3 months getting killed by white people, getting choked out by the police, getting killed by the police, defenseless children, women, men, the strongest men, our children and women have all been continuously killed on TV. These are not movies, not like the movie that the little rabbit got killed. We're talking real people that are getting killed by police. Again, this is the psychological warfare that the powers that be play on black psychology, on the black mind, on the black people all around the nation, and to show not only to continue to create that trauma, not only to continue to create a sense of defenselessness, but to just break us down even more and more, and it builds up white superiority and confidence to try to just continue to do anything. So again, I wanted to just read that because a lot of people don't know why we never see white people get killed on TV or on the news in real life or on social media. That's why. So this is a great book by Michael Moore. Y'all go get that. And also while you at it, go pick up my book on Amazon, The Universe is Mental, A Guide to Effectively Mastering the Mind. And again, like, share, and subscribe. All right.